Hi beautiful, it's Kate and it's been a minute. Oh, Bean heard that and was like, it's my time to shine. I'm just gonna jump back in. I got my associate's degree and I moved, and I'm really excited to share a really big thing that happened in my life about getting a house. And I'm gonna show you guys the house tour, just more about how I did that at 19 years old. I have 1,000,005 ideas of things I'm gonna do, but this is just something that's been on my list. I'm gonna do a tattoo diaries today, which is just me explaining when, why, etc., all of my tattoos. I have, I think, 8. I get asked what certain tattoos mean, why I got them, what was the pain level. I just figured for myself and for anyone else that was wondering, I would discuss the tattoos that I do have, and then later on when I have other larger pieces and more of my body covered, I'll do like a part 2, maybe part 3. Let's start off with my first tattoo that I ever got. I was 17 and I actually documented that one on my YouTube channel. It's called Losing a Pet and Getting My First Tattoo. And normally you're like, why are those correlating? In the video I go more into detail about losing my animal named Colin, and I will insert pictures here of all the tattoos that I'm talking about. I always was begging my mom for a tattoo, and then I told her that I wanted my dog Colin's paw print on me to remember him forever because he was such a giant part of my life. So she said, I agree with that idea. Normally I'd want to wait until you were 18, but I will go with you, and I think that's not something that you're gonna regret by any means. But that was my first one. The second the needle touched me, I screamed like a little baby just because I don't know, I was anticipating, like, it was just like 1, 2, 3, and I got nervous. It's just a fully black paw print. I dipped his hand in ink, and that's the exact one that's on my thigh, and underneath it says Colin, kind of in childlike writing, and I think people are like, the guy that did your tattoo kind of fucked up. I'm like, no, I wrote that when I was in 2nd grade, I think, just writing something about how much I love my dog, and I found that and was like, that just shows how much I've loved him forever. So that is below his paw print. And my second tattoo was this one right here. It says Make Happy, and I was also 17. It was only like a month or 2 after I got my Colin when I was just like addicted. I have always loved Bo Burnham, like my whole existence since I've known him. Just I've adored him. And if you don't know who he is, he's a very, very talented and amazing comedian. And he released a comedy special called Make Happy. I was so excited to see it. And then the night I watched it, I think I was just going through a lot, and it helped me and it made me laugh, and I was just like, this dude is so unreally fucking talented. Like, it boggles my mind. And I just watched it over and over and over again, and I was like, I love this. And all the fucked up shit he talks about and how true and how real and genuine he is, I was like, I want that to be a part of me, and I want to remember to always make things happy, even though they may suck, make them into a song, like, you know, the whole Bo Burnham, whole 9 yards. I just was like, Mom, can I please get this on me? And she was like, bitch, what? And I don't know, she's like, that doesn't make any sense, it's not grammatically correct. I got it. Everyone was like, that's kind of weird, because not a lot of people knew about the special, but there's certain people that I've met and they're like, Make Happy, there's a comedian that has a special that is called Make Happy, and I'm like, I know. That's why I got it. And the next tattoo I got, my third one, is actually this elephant tattoo, which took 8 or 9 hours. I won a tattoo contest because an amazing artist that I followed was doing a giveaway, and it was like, whoever gets the most likes by this certain amount of time will win a full day session with me. And I was like, what? I went crazy, posted about it everywhere, was on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, every day, all day, like trying to get likes. I wound up winning the tattoo contest. I worked my ass off for so long to get those likes, and thank you to everyone that got me those. The other tattoos I have only taken 15 minutes, like the pain has not been bad. Like this, I barely felt. I just was like, this is going to be hours on hours on hours of a needle in my skin, and I don't know if I can do it. I was like, I think I'm gonna tap out at like hour 3 or hour 5. I was nauseous in the car ride going there. It was definitely not as bad as I expected it to be. I really actually enjoyed the feeling of getting tattooed, and I think it took me that long session to realize that. I was there from 12 to 9 with like an hour of designing it all, and I took, I think, 2 breaks, like 2 15-minute breaks, and he kept saying, are you okay? Do you want a break? Do you want a break? Do you want to eat? And I was just like, no, I want to get it over with. I want to get it over with. And I just like kept pushing and going through, and I'm like, yes, you trooper ass bitch. This is definitely the one that I get asked the most questions about because it's the one that everyone sees. It's very, very big. Oh wow, why an elephant? I like your tattoo. Like, just so many like questions about it. And honestly, I've just always loved elephants. They are my favorite animal. They are wise. They just remind me of a lot of good and positive things. It's definitely by far my favorite tattoo, and I think will probably always be my favorite tattoo. This is where I lose the order. I really don't know. There was a period of time where I was getting like a lot of tattoos at once, and I'm not gonna remember the right order. I believe the next one is a quote that is right on my hip, and it says, "Sincerely, another life that you saved." And that is actually a YouTube comment that someone left me on my Please Don't Kill Yourself video. And that video is by far my favorite video I've ever made. It means a lot to me. I still have people messaging me to this day, even though that is years old, like, I need help, I need advice, or just thank you. And someone wrote something very long and beautiful, and I think I pinned the comment just because I go back and read it just to remind myself of how it makes me feel. And I got a tattoo for it because of how good it made me feel. And she just went on about how the video really helped her change her choices and not commit suicide, not hurt herself. Didn't write her name, just wrote, "Sincerely, another life that you saved." And when I read that, it resonated so deep in my soul, and I was like, wow, like, there's other people out there too. Like, I have helped people in some way. I have made a positive effect on the world just by making that video. Nothing makes me happier. I love my YouTube channel. I love it because of that. And my fifth tattoo, I believe, is my Rose tattoo. I have a portrait of Rose from the Titanic, the one that Jack drew of her. Naked Kate Winslet titties on my thigh. Best decision I've ever made. I love the idea of that tattoo, and I just think I jumped into getting it without really like researching who I wanted to do it. It's still beautiful. Everyone that sees it knows what it is, but I wanted it to be like so detailed, like so detailed. Look just like the one from the movie. And I'm going to have that happen. I definitely have done a lot of research on people that specifically focus on faces and photorealism, and I want someone not to cover it up, but just literally to go in and make little tiny tweaks. I don't have any like ill feelings towards it. I think it's one of the best movies ever made, and it's a masterpiece. My sixth tattoo I got with my friend Maddie. I've always wanted a Friends TV show tattoo because I absolutely love that show. It's what I fall asleep to every single night. But we were kind of just like, let's get tattoos today. And so she got one as well. And I believe she got the coffee mug. I wound up getting the frame that hangs on their door and Friends below it. And that is next to my Rose tattoo on my thigh. And then I got 2 tattoos in one day. I got a quote on my thigh that says, "The noblest art is that of making others happy," written in script, wrapping around my thigh. It's not necessarily from the movie, but it is a quote from P.T. Barnum, which is posted at the end credits. And The Greatest Showman is 100% top 5 of my favorite films on the planet. And the second I saw it, I knew that. I was like, this is gonna be something I watch a million times. I bought it on DVD. I saw it like 3 times in theaters. I listened to the soundtrack pretty much every single week. And I knew I wanted that everywhere. I wanted it all over me. And so I got the quote, and I'm going to get something The Greatest Showman related above it. So that'll be just a giant The Greatest Showman piece. I think a lot of what I do is about making other people happy, and how I found a way out of my depression was helping other people, whether it was the kids I work with that have special needs that made me want to become a teacher, or if it was helping people on YouTube. I just feel like that's what made me wake up every day and made me want to be a happier person, because I was like, I want to keep living and I want to keep making other people happy. And so that is a very noble art to me, and that is literally my joy in life, is to share joy with other people. The reason I got 2 in one day is because a shop that I always go to opened another location. It was like a big opening day special, so I was just like, let me get 2. I got a little rose behind my ear, and I forget that one's there all the time because I literally never see it. But when my hair's up at work every day, people are like, oh, what is that? What is that? And that's like a little rose, and I jokingly say it's for my friend Rosie because I love her and I've loved her my whole life. Then she was there when I got the tattoo, but in reality it's just a rose. A lot of people are like, was that insane? Like, oh my God, it's on your head. Like, was that the biggest pain you've ever had in your life? Literally the least painful tattoo I've ever had, because there's barely any nerves back there. The only thing that was annoying was just the noise being so close to my ear, but the pain was slim to none. I think that about wraps it up. A big part of me getting tattoos is this, oh fuck, I forgot a tattoo. My most recent tattoo is on my back, just a line tattoo. It is two faces, and I love it because it's kind of abstract and people don't really recognize that it's two faces until I say something and they're like, oh my God, wow, that is two faces, that's really cool. That one I just always wanted a back tattoo, but I didn't want anything big and crazy, and I feel like that's very simplistic and artsy and beautiful. This makes me think of like love and human connection. Yeah, that's a good one. Forgot about that. I think that's the only one I'm forgetting about, I think. Insert me being an idiot, part 554. As I'm like, oh, I forgot a tattoo. I lift my arm and saw I forgot yet another tattoo. So I think I have 10. This is just a Demi Lovato signature tattoo, a Lovatic tattoo, if you will. I got it for her when she went into rehab, and y'all know I love me some Demi. If you don't know that, you don't know me very well. But I have a lot of other plans to have my forearm done, so that might wind up getting covered up. And I will probably get it again somewhere else, just small, in another place. But yeah, that is my other tattoo I forgot. My second tattoo ever. Okay, love you, toodaloo. Sometimes when I'm going through a lot, I like to get tattoos because I used to self-harm. And when I deal with things, that's definitely a coping thing that comes into my mind that I have to kind of shoo away. And I think tattoos are like a beautiful way of expressing pain for me. It's just a way of getting that release. It just makes my soul feel better, and I want my entire body pretty much covered. And I think a lot of people don't agree with that and have their own opinions about it, and that is totally fine. But for me, it is what it is, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. I don't have to necessarily defend myself. And yes, I forgot to mention I'm sitting on the kitchen floor like a weirdo, but it was because this lighting though. If anyone watches KK and Baby J, you will get that reference. Okay, I like don't want to end it. I like miss you. I love you. I hope you have a good day, night, and life. Mwah.